Hi, my name is George, and I want to take a moment and share with you an innovative approach to financial freedom. Before that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up on a small farm in Virginia with 9 brothers and sisters, so there was a total of 10 of us. And here's a picture of a farmhouse I grew up in, and it had 1 bathroom, if you can imagine, with 10 people. But then after graduating from college, I went on and had a very successful career in sales and sales management and executive level management. And then I opened up a marketing company, and I was able to get a really good feel of business owners and people who didn't have money and people that had money. So it was really quite interesting. And then as I do public speaking, it's because what I would do is when I would go to groups, I would ask them a simple question. I'd say, how many of you feel like you never have enough money? And astonishingly, almost everybody raises their hand. And when I ask them why, their answers are very real. There are things like, it's just a bad economy, or I got laid off, or the costs keep rising. The cost of living is out of control. Cost to have kids. With the healthcare cost, oh my gosh, that's looming on us. Taxes and such more. So everybody's wondering, how do they get ahead? But everybody dreams to have $1 million. That's what everybody wants. But then there's that looming question, well, how do you get to it? There's a lot of different ways. Some people inherited it. Some people worked hard. But for the average person, there's all these scripts in your mind that cause things like fear, doubt, hesitation, and procrastination that just hold you back. So I came up with an innovative idea, and I developed a software program that we now call MillionairesByGeorge.com. It's a social media driven 28-step online game that teaches people how to make $1 million and keep it. That's the important part. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. So this program will teach you how to keep it and how to make more, so you feel confident, secure that you can always have enough money. So how come the average person can't do it? What's the secret to this game? The first thing you do, there's 5 components that make it up. Component number 1 is you have to start with a penny, and you can't use your own money. You have to find a penny because somebody's just thrown the money down the ground just waiting for you to pick it up. That's step 1 when you find it. Step 2 is you double it to 2 cents. Now how hard is that? It's pretty easy, right? Step 3 is you double 2 cents to 4 cents. Pretty easy, right? Well, if you keep doubling that 28 times, that mathematically equals $1,342,177.20. That's pretty astonishing that the math is there. So if it was that easy, why wouldn't everybody be a millionaire right now? Well, let's talk about component number 2. Component number 2 is you don't know how to do it. If you knew how to do it, or somebody could tell you how to do it, then your chances of completing the game and getting to that 1.3 million increase dramatically. So that's what MillionairesByGeorge.com game does. It teaches you how to do it. Well, how do you do it? Well, here's the secret. The secret is we give you the answer to each question before you have to answer it. And how is that done? For example, when you complete a step, let's say you go from step 2 to step 4, you log into MillionairesByGeorge.com account, put in your answer, how you solve that question, and it saves your answer into the database along with everybody else. So everybody coming behind you can see all the answers. And then as a reward, we open up the next step that you're about to do, and we show you all the answers that everybody ahead of you has just completed. So let me ask you a question. If I gave you a 28-question quiz, but I gave you the answer to each question before you had to answer it, could you pass? Well, I would hope so. So what's the next component? Component number 3 is accountability. And I built another program called ReallyBigResults.com, which we've married this up to. So now you have an accountability that keeps you on track and sends reminders and just helps you fit this into your day-to-day life so you can play with it whenever your time permits. So it's quite exciting in that. The 4th component is affordable. When we started asking people, what should we charge? I mean, we got ridiculous numbers as once they learned what it does. Well, you should charge $1,200. And then I heard people say, well, you should only charge $5. So what we decided was to try to get a happy medium. And we decided we would have a one-time registration fee of $37 and then a monthly fee of $5 a month. So everybody we talked to said, that's pretty reasonable. But my goal is to get more millionaires faster and quicker. So for the first 5,000 people that sign up to get this going, we're going to eliminate that registration fee. So the total investment is just $5 a month. That's so affordable, almost everybody in the world can afford that. So what can you do? Sign up and invite a friend to play, start a game, and have a contest to see if you can get to $1 million faster than your friend. Or buy your subscription and play with your kids and grandkids. What an exciting thing to do. But there's only one more component to make it all work, and that one is component 5, which is you got to take action. The action is simply get started, click the button over to the right, and get registered and start playing. Thanks, and we'll see you at the Millionaires Table.